Kamani, how would you describe Coach J?
Uh, I would describe Coach J as I'd say he's pretty chill, but most of the times when he wants us to practice, he gets serious in a way. But at the same time, he likes to play around a lot, so I think I like that about him.
Bungie, how would you describe your Coach J?
I would say he's very passionate, but he's also strict. He knows how, but he knows how to have fun too. Yeah, that's it.
Jabari, how would you describe your Coach J?
So Coach Jay, he likes to be himself in the way that he teaches wrestling. He's not afraid to have fun with us while we're teaching the moves and stuff. He gets very serious when it's time to get serious, but when it's time to have fun, he embraces that. He doesn't make us change our ways or anything like that. He lets us be us, but also make sure we get the stuff down so we can win. That's why we're 7-0 right now, about to make that 8.
Oh yeah. Julian, how would you describe Coach J?
He's a very chill guy. Unless he loses, then he's not that much of a chill guy.
Oh. Enrique, how would you describe Coach J?
He's a loving coach. He'll try you hard. He'll make sure you do your stuff and make sure you get better. He also plays jokes, so he's pretty good.
Daniel, how would you describe Coach J?
Coach J is laid back. Honestly, it's kind of like my uncle. Coach J is a unk, and really laid back. That's it.
Ryan, how would you describe Coach J?
The best coach in PSAL. All glazed, I don't care. He's the best coach in PSAL, in my opinion. Though that's just a fact. But yeah, he's carried us to this A&O, I ain't gonna lie.
Good. Tadil,
Ask the questions.
how would you describe Coach J?
Oh, Coach J. All right. I would say he's a good man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good man. He's certainly tough. He's very tough. Man. He's very tough. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that he's the reason that we're here today, performing at the top. We're at the top just because of him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he a good coach for real.
DeMarco, how would you describe your Coach J?
My Coach J, he a real personality guy. Yeah, he's mad personal with his personality. He's a funny guy, but when it's time to get down to business, he gets down to business.
Andre,
Yo.
how would you describe Coach J?
How would I describe Coach J? I'll describe him as strict, fun, and exciting.
Azani, how would you describe our Coach J?
He's very motivational. He's dedicated. He's very determined to teach us things. And yeah, he's very funny too.
Josie, how would you describe your Coach J?
Honestly, he's just the greatest. He always shows you how to do things when you don't understand it. Honestly, when I came in wrestling, I didn't know not one move, and then I got coached under Coach J, and he showed me the way. 5-2 right now. He really helped me a lot.
Nifa, how would you describe Coach J?
I think Coach J is a very good coach, and he's very patient. Every time when we wrestle, we get on the mat, he lets us know that it's okay to lose, but not to give up. As long as we go out there and we do our absolute best, and no halving it. And I think the way how he teaches is very good. I learn easily.
Jonathan, how would you describe your Coach J?
I feel like Coach J is a very impactful coach. He led me through my first 1 month of wrestling. I'm a new wrestler, but I'm kind of enjoying the sport because of Coach J. He's a very good coach. I knew him from football. He led me to wrestling. I really like wrestling. He's very good learner. He helps me become a good learner, teacher, all that. W coach. Love you, Coach J.
Jaden, how would you describe your Coach J?
Honestly, I describe him as very friendly. He's very trustworthy. I'm very close to him, you could say. I'm very relaxed. He's a good coach. He's one of the best coaches, if not the best in PSAL.
Emmanuel, how would you describe Coach J?
I'll describe Coach J as someone who cares about his players and cares about his team, and is a well-rounded coach, and as someone who really is passionate about coaching and what he does for a living. Not for a living, what he does.
Sam, How would you describe Coach J?
I say Coach J is very passionate. You know, he's dedicated to us, and he's always putting our needs, you know, before his. So definitely, you know, appreciate him a lot. And I just feel like, you know, he's a really underrated coach.
Hey, I'm Coach J. How you guys doing? How would I describe myself? I'm a guy who loves to have fun and wrestle. I still do BJJ tournaments myself, you know, when the season's over. But my style of coaching I got from my coach, Chris Vegianos. You gotta be a hard-nosed kid, you know. Go out there and give it all you got and leave everything on the mat. Regardless, you know, win or lose, just give it your all while you're out there, you know. That's what I try to tell my kids, you know. I can't be mad if you go out there and give it your all and you lose. I can't be mad at that, you know. At least I know you gave it your all, and even if you gave it your all, you might win. Who knows?